It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate in squid form, and I'm here to welcome you to Volcanic Day 2021. That's right, everybody. We're going to be going into Yugioh Pro today with our good old Volcanic Deck in celebration of our bro Pain 96's 1,000 days of waiting for new Volcanic / Pyro support. So we got ourselves a nice little deck here of Volcanic variety. We can do all the things Volcanics like to do. We got nuking, we got burning, we got stalling, a little bit of interruption. The whole 9 yards we can do with this deck. So we're going to go into Yugioh Pro today, show this deck off, show you how it works. Deck list will be at the end of today's video this time, trying something a little bit different there. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and go to Yugioh Pro, show what this deck can do, show you all the combos and whatnot, and have ourselves a good old time. Alright, here our first opponent. We do want to try and go first with this deck. Volcanics don't really have much of a going second strat, unless we open with goods, which we did do, so it's actually fine that we're going second this time around. Normally you want to go first and set yourself up a bit of a bard, but this will work just fine. As for my opponent, he set a couple of cards and passed. That can mean a lot of things, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. We're going to start with the best Volcanic normal summon, which being Volcanic Rocket. When this guy gets summoned by any means, he can add Blaze Accelerator card from deck or grave to our hand. He'll ash that, but that's fine. You know, we got goods, so we're good. Unironically so. So we'll go ahead and activate Foolish Barrel Goods. And we're going to send our Blaze Accelerator card to the grave. Dogmatica Punishment, I see. There's one of them. Oh, it's a Shaddoll deck, I see. Interesting. And no, we're not going to use that effect. You see, Blaze Accelerator Reload is one of the strongest Volcanic cards, and it allows us to do pretty much the best Volcanic play, to be honest. Basically, what this card can do is during either player's turn, I can banish it from the grave and send a Volcanic card to the graveyard except for itself. Also, or not so much itself, but it's other than Eruption, I should say. Because that's what it is. And that's to send this guy, Scattershot. Because when Scattershot's sent to the grave by Blaze Accelerator, you can send 2 other copies of itself to the grave to nuke all the monsters your opponent controls. It's very nasty. It also does 500 burn damage. So it's 1,500 burn plus a field nuke. It's literally the best play the Volcanics have, but it is something. Alright, so this guy's got his Shaddolls. I'm going to be very careful with this, because Shaddolls like to be sent to the grave by card effect, so nuking him actually is a bad thing. So we'll have to see. I'm really hoping my opponent just sets up like a whole bunch of big monsters. That would be the best thing. Because if he sets up a bunch of monsters, I do have Magic Cylinder, OG, Trap Card Supreme. Just negate an attack, inflict damage, you go to the attack of the monster attack, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Just like that new support, not Shaddolls. That new support Volcanics still damn well need. Let me tell ya. We're still waiting. Alright, so let's go ahead and say no to damage. I'd rather say no to the damage. If I can get this guy down low enough, I've got Volcanic counter. Alright, summon limit. I mean, that'll stall him a bit. That'll work. Alright, so we're going to set some cards. We'll pass. See, this is why Volcanics do need that new support. You know, there's a lot of stall, unfortunately, in Shaddoll. Or not, I keep saying Shaddolls. I'm looking at the wrong deck. In Volcanics, there's a lot of stall because a lot of their cards are very slow. It's an unfortunate thing because they're a GX era deck, and they have not had support since Blaze Accelerator Reload. It's sad but true. So what did he just summoned out Winda? Okay, that's not a problem, I don't think. Because, yeah, Winda can't be destroyed by card effect, but that's not like the biggest problem in the world. Target a monster, destroy that monster, I see. Okay, that's fine. It'll destroy my counter, but I wanted the counter in the graveyard anyway. Basically what this dude does is if I take damage while counter's in the grave and another fire monster's in the grave, I can banish counter. My opponent takes the same amount of damage. Yeah, summon limit. Let's just stop him from going all out here. Summon limit. Neither player can summon more than twice per turn. He's already flip summoned. So he'll get one summon, and that's all she wrote. I'm really hoping he'll summon something I can field nuke. I mean, I'm going to field nuke regardless. I'm just saying, I want to get his life points as low as humanly possible. Alrighty. Let me think about this. Let's see. 36, 21. Yes. Let's do this now. We're going to go ahead and send Scattershot to the grave. Scattershot will activate to burn, and then he activates to send all the other Scattershots. Luckily, he also sends from the hand for this. But it's good, because all I'm trying to do is burn this guy. Normally, his monsters would be nuked, but Windy can't be destroyed by card effect. Alrighty. And now we're good. Because he's got the window. He'll attack with the window. I'm not going to use cylinder just yet. Because I want him to be thinking he's safe. So counter will go off. He'll take 2,200. And now I just need him to attack one more time. And we all good. See, my opponent, he looked at me. He saw Volcanics. He thought, oh, I can handle Volcanics. No. No, you can't. I'm sorry, my friend. You are very much Kaputski. You just don't realize it yet. Alright, Dogmatica, Flare de Lis the Noit. I see. I mean, I've got my Crackdown. Very nice card for Volcanics. Just a little bit of interruption. Stop your opponent from having big monsters. But yeah, unless he's got like a trap of some variety, we should be good. What does this thing do? Cannot be used as link material to turn its link summoned. This card in the extra monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle, blah, blah, blah. The start damage calc, battles a monster. Okay, that doesn't do anything to me. I'm good. I'm all good in the hood. Because I have the power of Magic Cylinder on my side. There you go. Alrighty. The burn strat worked, everybody. There you go. I really hope Volcanics get more nukes and burns in the future. Alright, so there's our first opponent. You kind of get an idea of what this deck is trying to do. Do some burn damage and do some field nukes at the same time. And you got a taste of that. So let's go ahead to duel number 2. And try to get a few more of our tech cards going. I want to say off like Forbidden Droplet using our reload, for example, as a tech. Gotta get our Doomfire out, our Sunburner, things like that. So let's go for duel 2. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go in. Go first this time. That's what we want to do. Alright, what do we have for a hand? Interesting opening hand for sure. Alright. Barrier Statue of the Inferno. You know, Volcanics, with the speed they have, they do want some stall. Barrier Statue can only summon fire monsters while this guy is out on the board. And luckily, we're playing nothing but... Well, I've got extra deck that's not fire, but most of my cards are fire monsters. So we're going to summon our Volcanic brothers. Slicer and Rocket. And I do have a Scattershot, which is perfect right now. So Rocket's going to go off. I'm going to search out my reload. Perfect thing about reload is that my opponent's not going to try and destroy this thing, because if he does, that sets up my field nuke. Plus, I can discard a Volcanic in my hand to draw a card, which will prompt my Scattershot. I'm also going to do 500 burn with Slicer, which isn't very relevant, because you can't do battle the turn you use this. Or you can't use battle with a Slicer, but you can't do battle with Ties with the Brethren anyway. So, it works out. It works out, but yeah... Volcanics, 1,000 days. I mean, I'm sure there's decks that have also been waiting a long time for support. I'm looking at you, Cosmos. You haven't been supported, like, have Cosmos had any support since their initial release? I don't think they have. Don't think so. But yeah, definitely could see those guys getting something. Nah. I could Ash Blossom. But I really don't need to. Actually, I did tech in some Synchro monsters, specifically so I could use Ash Blossom as an actual tuner. That's my cheeky tech of the day. So I'll go ahead and use Reload, ditch Scattershot, and use Scattershot's effect. You might think I'm way of a waste, but I'm going to do enough damage here that my opponent's just going to cry like a baby. Plus, he's playing heroes, and heroes don't have a lot of fire monsters in general, so he can't do any of his combo at all. He can't do a hell lot of much. Can't do a whole lot of much. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do all the battle phase. Because that's what we want to do. Tell you what. Volcanics could really use... You know, not even joking. Here's what Volcanics could really use. A level 4 that can summon itself from the hand. That's number 1. 2, they need a searching spell, like, something along the lines of Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Just add a volcanic monster from deck to hand. That's all you really need. I mean, just for, like, searching. That's all you need there. Do I want to synchro summon right now? I don't really need to use Black Thrill's Dragon, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to end my turn. We're pretty much set. Unless he's got field nukes, we are set to right. I've got Cylinder again. I've got Crackdown. He's got Shadow Mist, but I'm good in the hood. Because this guy's going to attack into me, and he's going to be like, oh, I will be victorious. But he is very mistaken. So, okay, so he summoned Mist, and now he's hesitant. Now he sees all my trap cards, and he doesn't understand that Magic Cylinder is waiting in the wing. I'm sorry, Mr. Hero. See, if I had allowed this guy to go off, here's the thing. Heroes are a very obnoxious deck. They can set up so much stuff with very little. Kind of the opposite of what Volcanics do. But anyway, there's another win. I still don't see the Doomfire. I mean, I only played them with the 1. Such is the thing, you only play them at 1 because you don't need them as much, but it is what it is. And I did have Sunburner in the hand, so he's getting closer there. So let's go ahead for duel number 3. We'll see what else we can do. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen some stall. We've seen the field nukes. We're seeing every little bits of the deck coming bit by bit. So let's go for duel 3 and see what other bits we can get out. Alrighty, third opponent. Let's see how it goes. I'd like to see Doomfire this time around. Haven't gotten to see him just yet. Sometimes you get Doomfire, sometimes... If you build your deck around him, it's easier, obviously, but it doesn't always work. Because Doomfire, he's a really nice boss. You summon him off of any Blaze Accelerator card. You just send it to the graveyard from the field, and you can just get out Doomfire. And I was considering, like, an Ojama token sort of deal with him. Like, set up a bunch of Ojama tokens, run over with Doomfire. Doomfire nukes and deals 500 damage for each token. Plus the 300 for each Ojama token. That'd be pretty neat, too. That'd be pretty neat, too. Very situational, though. Maybe I'll do that build in the future. We'll see how it goes. So this guy is playing a 60-card something, but I got a pretty good setup for doing something about that. Oh, there we go. Because I've got Reload... let's see, Squire, summon a Shiranui. Alright, I'm gonna activate Summon Limit. I shall hit you up with a Summon Limit, my friend. You get one more summon, and then that's it. You can get that Spectral Sword. But I'm pretty set here, because I got Droplet, and I have Reload. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them alone for now. In case I draw to Doom, or something. Alright. I could finally do one of my synchros. Which one would I want to go for? Clearwing? Yazi? Because if this guy's playing Shiranui Samurais, that means that's the trap card. I'm pretty sure the trap... I'm trying to remember exactly what the trap card does. But you know what? Screw it. We're going for a synchro summon. How often do you synchro summon in Volcanics? Not often, but you can do it. So we're going to go ahead and summon Yazi. Evil of the Yang Zin. He can't be targeted, and I can pop him to pop an opponent's card. This is very nice. So we'll attack into the Squire. Deal some damage. And yeah, he gets to keep a tuner, but I'm not too worried about the tuner too much. Plus, I've still got my Droplet Reload combo going. Pretty set. I do like the Forbidden Droplet in this deck, just because you could send the Reload, negate a monster's effect, and then, nuke the board. What does this do? Target a banished zombie, shuffle the deck. Okay. That's fine by me. I don't think this does much of anything, does it? No, it doesn't. Tempting. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Kind of wasteful, but I want to show this off at least once. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of reload. We're gonna negate the effect of Samurai Saga. And we're gonna use reload's effect. That's right. I'm gonna nuke your board, laddie. You got something to respond to that, maybe? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna send Scattershot to the grave. As we like to do, we will do this as many times as necessary. See, the thing is, I've drawn into Royal Firestorm Guard. Oh, neither player can summon. Wait, that's only special summons, right? I think it is. Neither can special summon from hand deck or extra deck for the rest of the turn. I don't know why Konami made this card. It's such a bad design. It really is. I don't know what the point was. But we got Royal Firestorm Squad. This is the guy that gets back your Pyros, gets you your scatter shots back. And it'll let you draw too. Hey, neato. We'll go ahead, set some more, and go for Battle Phase. Because he can stop me from extra decking, but I've already done that. Yeah, my Akashi's... I don't know. Like, obviously, this is a new card. This isn't going to be banned anytime soon, but for the life of me, I don't know why Konami thought this was necessary. It's a very... What's the other effect? Banish this from the grave. Target a banished zombie, put it in the grave. That's just broken. Reuse Mizuki in Zombos? I don't know what those guys will think. Konami's weird. So instead of giving Volcanics who need support, they give it to my Akashis that really don't need it half as much. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Shiranui's, that's fine giving them some support. My Akashis, I'm fine with giving them support. I'm not fine with giving them a mother flippin', like, lock out of extra deck and main deck and hand and everything else. That's just a bit unnecessary. Just a wee bit unnecessary. So what is this doing? Banish a zombie, gains attack equal to banish monster's attack. And then this is banished. She gets to draw one, discard one. Okay. Alright, well that is a rather impressive 4,500, and that is an Eldritch. Alright, let me think about this. Does this do anything when it's destroyed? This card's destroyed. Target a banished zombie, return it to the graveyard. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just, like, negate this guy, because he's already getting rid of my stuff. Might as well. So he's playing Eldritch. And was that Balladrak? That was a Balladrak, wasn't it? Alright, summon limit number 2. That's right, I had another one. You're trying to go for freaking Balladrak of all things? I'm gonna have to say no. Although that makes things a little bit tricky right there. If he's got Balladrak of all things, ugh. Because every time he uses a monster effect, or Lord help me if he actually goes and gets Zombie World, I'm gonna be in some danger. What? Do you have something to chain to this? I guess he has something to chain to this. Did the game freeze? I don't think it froze. Maybe he's angry because of some... Okay, there it goes. Summon limit's gonna go. He gets Balladrak. Balladrak is sadly larger than Yahtzee. And then he can just put the... Yeah, he can just put the Mizuki back into his grave. Or whoever he wants. Spectral Sword. And then he can just run me over. Well, there goes Yahtzee, the evil of the Yang Zin. Unfortunate, that one. Alright, sadly 17... Half of 17 is sadly not enough to end the game. But it's still enough to tickle his tummy. And if I can get Slicer, I will win the duel right there. Alright. Deal damage. There you go. Plus if I could just draw another Sunburner, that would work too. Crackdown. That will work, I think. Let me think about this. Let's see. If I made Hita... Let's see. I can add a fire, 15 or less to defense. Is that better or worse? We'll find out. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make Hita just in case. It's like, watcha, I've made Hita the Fire Charmer ablaze. I'll have my turn. I think we'll be okay. Maybe. Possibly. We'll find out. Really depends on what he do. So, okay. So, using Solitaire. Activate Crackdown. Give me... Let's see. The monster can't use its effects. I'm going to steal his Shogun Saga. Because it's bigger. And if I'm lucky, he'll banish his own Shogun Saga with Battledrock to get around it. That would be the preference here. We'll find out. It's a little tricky here. It really depends on what my opponent does right here. He's going to make me bigger. Implying he's just going to, like, banish me. Yep, banish my monster. Alright. One of these. Okay, there goes Shogun Saga. Do you still get to send one with Unizombie now that I've been banished? I don't think you do. No, he still does. I think he still does. Yeah, because this is still resolving. Dang, he gets another Mazook. He gets another one. All right, this is gonna be rough. It's gonna be very, very rough. Because he can bring back the Battledrock or not. Let me think about this. I can't remember what Slicer's defense is. It's gotta be less than 1500, right? Alright, we're gonna give this a shot. This is a dump. This is make or break time. Attack Battledrock with a blaze. Ouchie. Alright. Hita goes off. And I add the Slicer. Yeah. The power of freaking Volcanics compels you. The power of 500 burn damage. They told me this effect was dumb. It works, baby. Alright. Good back and forth with the Shiranui Samurais. It was a nice back and forth, and we were able to out that dang old board lock. Not really board lock. Extra deck lock. Summoning lock. Couldn't summon, but we were able to out it anyway. So let's go ahead for one more duel today and see if we can just go perfect today somehow. That would be amazing. Alrighty, fourth and final duel of the day. It has been an alarmingly good day for Volcanics, partly due to locks and partly due to just surprisingly good draws off the Volcanics. Although, I haven't really gotten to do much with Doomfire, but such is the thing. Such is a thing sometimes, you know? I hope that whenever Volcanics get that new fusion monster that they're likely to get, that it requires Doomfire to... That way you, like, play lots of Doomfires and maybe run, like, trade-in or something. You know, it's incentive to do different things with Volcanics, and that's kind of the point of getting more support. So let's go ahead and set, and set one more, and I'll leave one just in case. Just in case he tries to board wipe me with Lightning Storm, I don't want to lose everything. Because that would be bad. I mean, obviously I'd have my field nuke, but I'd still lose lots of things. And this guy's probably looking at this board like, oh, he's got like all these negates. I only have one negate. Kaijus. Crikey. He's a beauty. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible Australian accent, but yeah, that's Kaiju files. Okay, so he's playing a Kaiju variant. That means he's anti-boss monsters. And so, let's see, a Kaiju summoned from hand or grave, put a Kaiju counter. Target a Kaiju on the field, destroy it, and summon a Kaiju with a different name from the deck of its controller field. I see. Fascinating. Can't I, like, negate with those counters or whatever? Yeah, I can remove 2 Kaiju counters from anywhere to negate a card. So, like, I can negate him. That's literally how that works. Because I can be like, eh. I remove Kaiju. You remove the counters of the Kaiju files to negate the Kaiju files. What was the plan there? Yeah, people, Gamma Seal, he's kind of the joke of the Kaijus because you can just run him over with all the other Kaijus, but he has the strongest effect with the counters. Because it's like, just take all the damage. Just negate and banish. It's pretty nasty. Eh. I say no to you, sir. Take damage. Alright, let's see, 32... If I draw a monster, I can win this next turn. That is not a monster. Okay, I was thinking, because if I have reload, I got droplet. If I had just drawn any of my volcanic normal summon boys, I would be good. Or if I had drawn into volcanic doomfire, even better. But I didn't get to do that. Alright. I'm gonna set one. I'm gonna pass. When you don't have a monster, you just gotta set one and pass. You gotta do something. You got to always have something you can do. Okay, so this guy, he's got the Kaiju. But if he starts doing Kaiju counter things again, I can just negate. Because he gave me the one with the negation. Remove brain rushing. Okay. So he gets back Gamma Seal, but then it goes away because that's how brainwashing works. He doesn't get to pick. Okay, interesting. This is unfortunately going to stop me from using Crackdown, though. That is unfortunate. I'm just going to go ahead and take the damage this time. I'd rather have a monster before I use this board wipe here. Alright, this is going to be tricky because I don't have another magic cylinder. Ties is not bad. Ties is not bad. But it's not enough, so we're going to have to wait one more turn. The good thing is he is playing Kaijus. Invoked Kaijus. Interesting. No. I negate you. I negate you. Non-targeted negation, my friend. So unless he already has the invocation, he is he's out of luck. He's plumb out of luck. Linking off for Alistair the Invoker of Madness. Monster fusions. Okay, so if I nuke, then he gets Omega Summon. Is he gonna play Omega Summon? That's the question. I've not seen anyone play Omega Summon in a long time, so I don't know. Let's see. Monster Fusion Summon while I control this monster. Okay. Summon limit. Does he still get the monsters? I think he does. No, he doesn't, because he summoned twice. Ha 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 ha. Onward to victory. Well, as soon as I draw a monster, we'll be onward to victory. At the moment, we don't have a monster. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead just a smidge until I draw a monster card. Because I feel like me and my opponent are going to be doing some back and forth. Because, he's playing Kaijus. I have no monsters. He has no monsters. So I'll be back as soon as, action happens. Alrighty, we're back into it, folks. We've managed to wait just a bit, and we've set up double reload, but it's time, once again, good old Scattershot. I just need I have not drawn a monster. I do have a counter in the grave already, and I can send the other one, but I don't have any other monsters at the moment. I do have double ties, so, if I can just draw a level 4, would be perfect. Magic Cylinder, also very, very, very helpful. Unfortunately, yeah, sometimes you don't get enough monsters. This is why Volcanics need more level 4 monsters. Someone who can special summon himself would be amazing. I'm just saying. But yeah, this guy is, he's got the Kaijus, Invoked Kaijus, which is a deck I completely forgot I need to take a look at. Ash Blossom, that doesn't help me. Doesn't have attack points. Alrighty, my opponent is reviving the Thunder Strike Kaiju. That's a lot of damage he can do. So how does this guy work? Let's see. Remove 3 counters. Opponent's cards and effects can be activated for the rest of the turn. But he only has 2 counters. Granted, if he waited a turn, he could put a 3rd counter, but I don't think he's going to do that. Or maybe he will. Who knows? I do have my counter in the grave. If he doesn't know how that works, then I'm good. I don't even have to do anything. Come on, counter. Do the thing. See, I could hit him with the magic cylinder and save myself damage, but let's let Volcanics win this one. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful Volcanic boys. Alrighty. That was a long duel. Not a lot happened just because, I didn't have monsters. This guy required me to have monsters, but in the end, we were able to out him right handily. Let's go for the end screen where we'll talk about the deck. Alrighty, everybody. So Volcanics somehow managed 4 wins. Don't ask me how. I think it's a little bit of luck and a little bit of just like favorable opponents, but at the end of the day, Volcanics are not to be trifled with. We have options for messing our opponents up. Sadly, Doomfire didn't show up, but partly my own fault, only putting him at 1 in this deck. You don't use them as often. You could, but I didn't. Not this time around. But, when they get that fusion that requires Doomfire, I'll be putting them at 3, don't you doubt. But regardless, let's go ahead over the deck list we've been using today, and then we shall say arrivederci. So, for our main deck today, we have used Volcanic Doomfire, 2 Cataclysmic Scorching Sunburner, 3 Volcanic Rockets, 2 Volcanic Slicer, 3 Royal Firestorm Guard, 3 Barrier Statue of the Inferno, 2 Volcanic Counters, 3 Ash Blossom, and 3 Volcanic Scattershot. We have 2 Foolish Burial Goods, 3 Ties of the Brethren, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 2 Magic Cylinder, 2 Summoning Limit, 3 Crackdown, and 3 Blaze Accelerator Reload. For our extra deck, we have Almirage, Masquerena, Heat of the Fire Charmer, we have Nightmare's Phoenix and Unicorn, 1 Axis Code Talker, 1 Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax, 1 Baguska, 1 Tornado Dragon, number 39, number 39 Utopia the Lightning, 1 High Speed Roid Chunbara, 1 copy of Black Rose Dragon, 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, and of course Yadzi, the Evil of the Yangzin. For the side deck, there's a few things you could do here. You've got Sphere Mode, if you want to be making a more going second sort of Volcanic deck and you really need to clear boards. You also have the Volcanic's own Kaiju in the form of Volcanic Queen. We have things like Neo Flamevale Lady, which works well with Volcanic Shell. Also, Field Nukes, again for going second, things like Lightning Storm. Monster Born as just Monster Born. If you want more searching, Pot of Prosperity, because we don't really use the extra deck that much. And the Ojama Trio and Ojama Duo as well would work well with Volcanic Doomfire. So, that's going to be today's duels, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy Volcanic Day 2021, and keep hoping, because one day, everybody, we are going to get Volcanic support. Unless Konami goes bankrupt, and then we'll never get support. But you know what? If they don't, we're going to get support. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens tomorrow. I'm just saying. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. Your boy Memphis is signing out. Say hi to the Squid Hat. I'll be seeing you guys again next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Take care. Until next time.